This is The Scoop for Monday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. Members of the Black History Museum Task Force met Friday to narrow down possible locations for the future Black History Museum in Florida. WMNF's Chris Young reports that Sarasota was once a top contender, but narrowly missed out on the opportunity.
St. Johns County in North Florida was ranked as the top choice for the new museum. It was followed by Eatonville in Orange County in second and Opa-locka in third. Sarasota had proposed the Marion Anderson Place as the location of the new site. It's located in Newtown, a predominantly black neighborhood in Sarasota. Vicki Oldham is the president of the Sarasota African American Cultural Coalition and advocated for the museum.
Our biggest obstacle was the size of the site that we selected. St. Augustine and Eatonville, they proposed a much larger facility than we did.
The Sarasota team mentioned other possible locations for the museum, which led to doubt from some board members, including Gail Phillips.
After today, we're supposed to be forwarding this to the architect at FAMU to work on specific sites. And how can we do that if now you're bringing in a totally different location?
Initially, Sarasota was ranked third of 4 choices for the museum. But after today's vote to narrow down the top 3, the number 3 spot was replaced by Opa-locka near Miami. Despite the defeat, Oldham is optimistic about Black history in Florida.
Wherever the museum is built, I want Sarasota Black history to be remembered.
The committee is set to choose a final location to recommend before July 1st and send it to the governor and other state officials. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young.
A judge has ruled that Orange County's charter amendment to solidify protection for an area called Split Oak Forest does not violate state law. Central Florida Public Media's Molly Durig reports that charter amendment passed overwhelmingly in 2020 with 86% of Orange County voters approving it.
Osceola County sued Orange County in August 2020 for its proposed Split Oak Charter Amendment, alleging it would deprive Osceola and other agency stakeholders of their own authority to control the conservation property. But the judge's ruling issued Friday found Orange County's Split Oak Charter Amendment to be consistent with the county's right to home rule under Florida law and does not violate either Osceola County's own ability to exercise home rule or the terms of existing protections for Split Oak Forest. Meanwhile, state officials are expected to decide soon whether to remove Split Oak's protections so a highway can be built through part of the forest. I'm Molly Durig in Orlando.
There's been a boom in commercial short-term vacation rentals in both Pinellas County and St. Petersburg, and the Tampa Bay Times reports that officials in both jurisdictions have come to a similar conclusion. They need to keep a closer watch on the industry. In separate meetings last Thursday, county commissioners and city council members talked about ways to improve oversight of the short-term rental market. Both discussions centered on creating requirements for short-term rental operators to register their properties and exploring their options for fining rental operators that break the rules. But both have to navigate state regulations that sharply limit how much power local governments have to regulate short-term rentals. Governor Ron DeSantis has one of the highest disapproval ratings among governors in the country. That's according to a new survey conducted by Morning Consult. But he remains very popular among the state's Republican voters. The Tampa Bay Times reports DeSantis' approval rating of 44% was tied for the third highest of any governor in the survey. A WMNF News poll of Floridians last month showed a similar disapproval rate for DeSantis at 45%. 2 teenagers are dead after a 14-year-old girl was shot at a party in Pinellas County, and the 17-year-old boy who shot her then died by suicide. The Tampa Bay Times reports the shootings happened after what deputies said was a consensual sexual encounter, drug use, and photos of the gun. If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline or chat with someone online at 988lifeline.org. It will be partly cloudy and warm today with highs in the high 70s. Tonight, clear and mild, overnight lows in the high 50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, and hot with highs in the mid 80s. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.